back again, and I'm thinking about the very first page, and this is for the Gatefold album. What I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat the pages so as they meet the album. Right, so this page will be the same as this page, that's the front covers, and these two pages will be the same but mirror images, and that is how it will go on. So the outside two will be the same, these two will be the same, etc, etc. That way, what I think I might do is I can prepare half the album and do it all and see how it works, and then if it all works fine, do the other side for YouTube. So we're going to start off with a sheet of paper. This started off as an A4 sheet of paper, and you want to cut it off on the 11 and a half, whatever length it is. You want to cut it off at 9 3/4, and then keep the full A4 size the other way, which is 8 1/4. On the 8 1/4 side, you want to score it at 1 1/4, and then on the 9 3/4 side, you want to score it at 4 5/8, and then 9 1/4. So that's 4 5/8 and 4 5/8. So you'll get left with, if you fold it, a little flap, and then it will fold in half, and you'll get the bottom fold. And all you have to do is on this last 1/2 inch score line, on the 9 3/4 inch side, follow it down to the bottom, and where you've got this 1 1/4 and where the score lines meet, cut up to where the score lines meet, and then miter it off on the edge. Simple. Okay, so that's your first bit. You then need a piece that is 5 5/8 by 6 and 6 1/2, roughly. And score that 1/2 inch on each side and fold that in. You then want a piece that is, this is a full A4 size, so it's 8 1/4 by 4 1/2, and you want to score that along the 8 1/4 side at 6 1/2 inches, and then you want a spare piece that you're going to use as a belly band. So that's going to be that. Now what I'm going to do before I put all this together, I am going to, on the long flap with the one score line, I'm going to pattern an edge here. So I'll need my paper ready for that, and I'll need it both sides. And I'm going to cut a pattern here, but not on this side, just on the front here. And I'm going to cut a pattern at the top of the one with just 2 score lines each side, 5 5/8 one. I'm going to cut a pattern in there. Now I have to decide what I'm going to use. I have a funny feeling I might be going back to using this one, the Spellbinders one, that I absolutely love it. I always seem to end up using it. So it may be this one with the added extra border, because much as I love this one, I think it's just going to be it's going to take too long for me to have to cut everything out, you know, poke everything through and get all the bits out. So I think I'll be using that one. I will also be using this die set, and I don't know where it came from. It's ever so pretty. This is the one that is this. It's like a snowflake design, and I just cut the ends off to fit a piece of paper. Anyway, that's what I will probably be using. So I'm going to stop filming for a minute and get all my bits cut out ready, and then I'll be back. Okay, I think I'm ready to put the first page together. Wish me luck. Okay, so we're going to start off with the 5 5/8 by 6.5. You see I've just cut mine in there, and that's going to go, not going to see this very well, let me stick a piece of paper behind there. That'll do nicely. There. You can see the page a bit better now. So this is going to go right at the bottom. I don't think I need anything else. Oh, I need to put my bit of sticky tape at the bottom. Oh, where's my score tape when I need it? Oh, you'll do it. If in doubt, find something else. This is a bit wider than I'd like it to be, but that's okay. And it, okay, apparently it doesn't like to, it's not a finger lift tape. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Already one of those days and I've barely started. Okay, it's the end of the day, but I barely started my crafting day. Oh. Okay. Right, let's get this page down. So, there, the groove along the bottom on top of that tape. I'm going to take my tape backing off. Okay, I don't like that tape. That can go back in the drawer. Okay, and the pocket goes down. For a pocket is what it is. Right, so that's the pocket down. Okay, I just want to map the inside of that pocket whilst I remember. And I think it was this one. I haven't done the tags and photo mats for this page yet. But I will, before I go on to my next page. I'm having a bit of a problem with my glue. The humidity means that it's taking a long time to dry, and because it's taking a long time to dry, it's wrinkling my papers. So I have wrinkled papers, so my papers match my face. Okay, now to map this one, you only need it to go, you can miss out a good ½ inch at the bottom. So, or do I want that side? I could have that side. Oh, dilemmas. No, I think I'm going to, no, I'm going to stick with the side I decided. Lots of glue. And this one goes on. Okay, next. Oh, I've got no tape on this at all. Right, this is the 9 3/4, was it? 9 3/4 by 8 1/4. Yeah. What I've decided to do is I took off this bit here as well. Yeah, because it was a strip right across, and I decided it'd be easier to, less bulk. Because the way I'm going to do this album is the pages facing upwards are going to be quite thick and bulky. The pages on the reverse side, on the other side of the page, are going to be a lot thinner. Okay. Tape, 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 tape. Oh, here we go. This one's already open. So, I want tape here. Going right to that edge a little bit. Whether I should use glue at the moment. Actually, it's just that I am a messy crafter and I make lots of mistakes, so a little bit of glue is always good. Usually. Okay, so now we've got the tube, and I forgot to put the tape in, so what I'm going to do is hold that back a minute. I'm just going to put a little bit of the glue, just a little bit, along the bottom there. See, that's how humid it is. The paper is just coming away on my fingers. Okay, so this one is going to go here, straight over the pocket. First of all, I think, oh, don't you, oh thank goodness that was that side. Right, going to map this side first. And there's no notch cut out this side, only on this side. I'm going to get this bit of paper down. This is just a single sheet of paper, which will make a lovely photo mat when the album's done. And this is a full right. Now I'm going to attach this to here. All I'm going to attach it with is double-sided sticky tape, and I think because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this into a tuck spot, because we all know how I love tuck spots. I really did miss them when I did that Sweet Paris album. Gotta have my tuck spots. Right, I'm going to put an extra little bit there just to make it a little bit wider. Think about that wide. Let's get the backing off of that. A little bit of tape, fold that up and line it up to the page and pop that on. Right, when I cut my front paper here, have a little bit left over, and this is what I'm going to put here. Because I am, like I said, I'm stash busting and I want to use up every little bit I can. I don't know if you can hear that, my dog is snoring. Again. Okay. Right, now before I go on and do the next page, I haven't matted the back of this. I don't know if I'm going to or not yet. And I have had, so I changed my mind on everything that I was talking about, all the borders and everything, and decided in the end to use one of these, and I haven't got one wide enough to fit directly across the page, so I cut it by hand. Oh, what a hash job I made of it. Right, this tag goes in here. So you want to centre that up to the top like that. Bring it over. And that's where my magnet's going to be. Because this flap that goes in this pocket is going to be the flap that holds this down. Oh, I hope I made that alright. See, now the magnet's already down here. So, stick this one down. Yeah, because I made such a hash job of cutting it out, I decided that I would use this bit of ribbon here to show that it was a pull tab. Right, for now, right, the next thing I want to do, oops, is I've made a little tuck spot. There's another little tuck spot. Okay. Oh. I'm at a little tuck spot that I'm going to put here. So I can slide something in there and that goes up. And of course there's room there to put something in as well. Tape again. Oh dear. I'm so sorry this is taking so long. It's just that my brain just doesn't want to work with me today. More so than usual. And that's saying something. Centre this up. That looks about right to me. And I know it's a long, long, long way away, but it's to match the top of this tag to the tuck spot here. So, there's that bit done. Next, I need to mat this, and what I've decided to do is I am having another stopper at the bottom, and I've matched this once again to the flap up here, which is also on this side. So this is going at the bottom, and I've also made a little belly band. Now that, where is that sheet of paper? I did have the sheet of paper to show you to put it back. Basically it's a sheet of paper. This is all, so far these papers are from the GCD Joyful Piece, and there it is. Get it the right way around. Yeah, I used this one, which I have no idea what I've done with it. I did put it by, now I don't know what I've done with it. Anyway, I cut out this strip because I thought that it would go nicely with this diagonal stripe. So what I tend to do is, if I use a sheet of paper in the pad, I'll take out another sheet and put it by, because I know I'm going to have the same for the opposite page. So whatever I do, I make a second one so that it's all, so I don't run out of papers. And that's if I want to have the pages exactly the same, just mirror images, which I think I will. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is decide where I want this. I think I'm going to have it about there. Yeah, about there. And okay, what did I do again? Oh, heavens above. Right. I'm going to get a bit of tape on here first. Okay, centre it up where I know I want it to be, which is going to be about for shame. It's going to cover up the believe, and that's one of my favourite words. But I'll have the joy in the piece. So I want one of those badges made up that says I believe in Santa Claus. And yes, I am a little bit old for that. Does that not look even to me? Oh, that looks about even. Okay. So I just double check for a second there that I have my magnet on. I don't want to be peeling off papers because I've forgotten my magnets. Okay. Gee, this was quite a challenge doing a page this size. I'm not used to it at all. I'm definitely used to bigger pages. So doing it this size was actually, like I say, it was a real challenge for me. I just realised I didn't do a mat fill in there. I'm just going to get that around that magnet. Get my stopper on and get my band on across there. And oh, by the way, this was a bit of paper. There's the big sheet. I'm not sure when you can't find the that's the can, big sheet. There's this paper that I used for the tag, and I punched out the centre here to make the brad. Or I haven't put the bubble on the top yet. Okay, now for the stopper at the bottom. So when I put the pages together, the front cover here won't have a lot on it. It'll be quite thin because this is going to be quite a thick page. Okay, stopper on the bottom. There. So that's basically my first page. I haven't done the matting here. I don't know what I'm going to do. I suppose it should be green, really. Maybe I'll use a bit of this one. Bit of this one. Yeah, I'll use a bit of that one. I'm going to use that to mat just inside that bit there. Okay, so first page, belly band, stopper. This flips up, so this can flip down. This then removes completely because it's a pocket. I've got a tuck spot here and a stopper here for a page to go in there. So that's it. First page, apart from the bits that I missed out. Done. So there we go. First page of the first Gatefold Christmas album. Finished. See you soon.